So, I was the girl in graduate school where the professors would be teaching things and I would be like, why aren't we talking about the shadow? Why aren't we talking about sexuality? Why aren't we talking about this stuff? You know what I mean? And mind you, I was one in 17 people accepted into Drexel University's Dance Movement Psychotherapy and Counseling Program. One in 17 people nationwide in the year of 2016. And before then, I had got a degree in psychology. So I came into this field already knowing stuff. You know what I mean? Into this class already knowing stuff. But I learned that there's a lot in these master's programs. I'm not going to say nothing bad about nothing. But let's just say there's things that were kept out that we should be knowing. You know what I mean? Like sex and the shadow and things like that. And so the reason why the shadow fascinated me so much is because as a psychic medium, I always see people for what they're not saying. You know what I mean? Like, I see their presentation and most of the time I can accept that. I don't feel like working all day. Trust me, I have better things to do than to be sitting around trying to read and dig into people's lives. I'm literally a therapist already. In my free time, that's not what I care to do. But, you know, I can't help the fact that I'm a seer, so I can see through people. And I see that a lot of people's suffering comes from the rejection and not accepting of different aspects of themselves, and the fact that they didn't go into their psyche to understand themselves a little bit better. And that's what the shadow is. The shadow is dormant in the unconscious mind, and it's the part of yourself that people may call your evil twin or your dark side, but it's really the part of yourself that you tend to reject or suppress. And because you do that, you may project it onto other people. You may sabotage your life. You know what I mean? You might continue to have the same patterns in life. It's like people are going through life and they're struggling so much, but they have the power to change it by literally going into their unconscious, going into their shadow, seeing what's going on and transmuting that energy. So that is shadow work. And the crazy thing about it is, even though Carl Jung, the famous psychoanalyst, which I do very much appreciate him, although he coined the term shadow work is actually very ancient. Very ancient. This is things that ancient civilizations understood. You have the stories of Persephone, the stories of Inanna and Ereshkigal. You have these ancient stories